at one point you wish for the life or the position that you're in now. But you get so used to it and so accustomed to it that it's no longer what you want. You buy a brand new BMW or a brand new Benz or a brand new Audi, whatever car you want. You drive that for 2-3 years and the car is a piece of shit.
Yep.
Welcome to Open Daily. I am so sorry. RD is still here.
And next to you.
This is the last episode of the year.
This is the last episode of the year?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. How many do we have in? Like
Closing 2020
in the whole network.
Probably like 25, 26 episodes.
26 episodes, guy. Give it up for the Open Daily. That's right. Congratulations.
There we go.
Wow.
Is it me or Drix looks a little too fresh today?
Bro,
He does. He turned 24. He thinks he's a new man.
I think it's the glasses that gives it away, bro. It's Habibi, bro.
It's probably the lighting,
Habibi
bro.
just makes miracles, bro. I'm really like a 5. You know what I mean? Right now with the Habibi
you're
glasses,
a solid
bro.
5, soft 6.
Right now with the Habibi glasses, I'm at a solid 7, bro. So I'm up there now.
Bring it down a little bit.
Why you keep trying to look at RD's eyes, bro?
Dude,
These are Habibi
this
too.
dude's cockeyed. I can't look right into his eyes.
Last episode of the year. Wow.
Goodbye,
Last
2020.
What are you guys doing for New Year's?
I'm going to make my New Year's resolution letter.
Letter.
Oh, you're one of
It's a
those.
list. It's a list, of course.
You're one of those.
Of course.
How many things on your list normally?
So far, just one.
One.
Go to the gym on January 1st.
That's the most basic one.
That's the first one. Number 2 would be get myself another pair of Habibi glasses.
Hey.
And for 3, maybe be invited to the QPG podcast again. You know what I mean?
There you go. We're in there.
What about you guys?
I don't believe in resolutions.
Here we go.
Damn.
Last episode of the year. And this has to come up.
I don't
with his-
either. That's why today.
Yeah, but it's cute when you say it.
Only person that matters. D Money, what's up? New Year's resolutions, yes or no?
Celebrations, yes. Resolution, no.
Gotcha.
Make it a day before so you don't have to make it a New Year's thing. But that was so the celebration, yes, which they've been celebrating New Year's for 4,000 years. The first recorded incident is the Babylonians 4,000 years ago, so about 2000 BC. But at that point, New Year's was in March. So it wasn't until the 16th century that Pope Gregory XIII made it January 1st.
Because they did the math again.
They tried.
Yeah. They tried to do the math and they were off by 3 months. And then they did the math again and realized, shit, daylight savings time and all this shit. It's like, what's up, K-Dog? You got a New Year's resolution?
K-Dog?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't. I don't believe in that.
Why do you guys think people want to have or make New Year's resolution?
I think because a lot of people want to look forward to something new, and a new year is a new year.
Magical.
Magical in many people's opinions. So they want to start there. They want to just be like, oh, forget 2020. 21 is going to be the year.
It's my year.
Everybody has that in their mindset that a new year is a new beginning and a new change. Or, you know what I mean? It's like accepting a new, it's like, yeah, you're entering a new year, bro. And with that, I mean, it's like, should people be waiting till the new year to make a New Year's resolution? I feel like if you want to really change your life, you should do it the next day. But it's also hard, you know what I mean? Like it takes what, 3 weeks to build a habit and 3 months to make it a lifestyle. And, yeah, man.
It must be the Habibi glasses.
It must
You think so?
Yeah.
Going into 2020, I was like, man, I'm going to stay away from negative people. going into 2021, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna stay away
still
from
here.
positive, from positive people, bro.
That's a good one.
I just want to make this one.
Well, to me, it's like, what's the difference between tomorrow and a new year? You know, you could always start. Every day is a new day, a new beginning. If you're waiting for a whole new year, you're going to get to that year and still be in the same place as you were 2020. You know?
Maybe people don't have the willpower and they push it out a little bit and say, you know what, I'm going to start, diet starts tomorrow. I'm going to start the gym on a Monday because you can't start on a Thursday, right? Like it's just off. Maybe people put that off as like try to psych them out and build the confidence to do it.
It's hard though.
Well, today's
Look,
Monday.
for example, me and Jose, we be at the shop talking about we're gonna change our lifestyles. We're gonna we're for sure gonna start tomorrow, bro.
18 wings.
That's it. That's it. I'm done, bro. I've been scaling myself. This is the day we need to just eat healthy, bro. 11:30 a.m. Bro, just ring it up, dude. Just get whatever the fuck is around the corner.
We got 27 minutes to eat,
Meatball
bro.
sub, bring that on, bro. Fries on it and make it extra large, bro. Hell yeah.
Your stomach be like, who are you kidding?
Bro, we're starving. It's hard, but it's really a mindset, and it's more of a
Self-discipline.
yeah, it's a more of a discipline thing. I feel like that's where a goal really becomes your life when you make it you make it discipline you. You make it change your cycle of living.
It's January 3rd, and you're like, man, I'm gonna wait till next year now.
That was already last year for the gym.
I already messed up.
Do you think it's a lack of willpower or a lack of discipline?
I think it's both.
I say both, honestly,
Explain.
because willpower is your self-power, right? It's
It's the power of will.
which is pretty much up to your own mindset. Like if you're gonna make it something 100% a promise, you can't break that. I mean, you got to really follow through, even though it's hard, though. You know what I mean? But I mean, you can't fake the. It's like if you say I'm gonna go to the gym and then you don't lose weight, bro. Well, guess what? Who hasn't been hitting the gym, bro? Even if you go once every week or something like that, and you're not losing the weight or hitting the gym like that.
I think that when people set New Year's resolution, when people set New Year's
Not as fun
resolution,
when you're that
they
close.
look at the end goal, right? Like, oh, I'm gonna use the gym example. Is I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna look like D Money or I'm gonna look like K Dog. You know what I mean? But once the processes start and people realize that, you know, the process to achieve that goal is hard, that's when people is like, man.
I said this before in a previous podcast, and I know Ramon wants to get in here and speak, so I'm gonna stand up. I said, cherish the chase and not the trophy. Everybody nowadays just wants that end result, and then they don't put into effect or they don't take into account what that chase is, right? What's the chase of getting a six pack? Because it's not just going to the gym; it's eating right and
Just
being
buying
consistent.
it over at the gas station. That's the chase of my six packs.
Fitness is a great example of it because, I mean, that's sort of, I think kind of the secret to the fitness thing is that once you get in the routine of it, it's not like a difficult thing. Like I think the way that, and I think this is more the case in the United States than maybe other places, is it's looked at as like, how do I get the six pack by summer sort of thing, as opposed to how do I become more healthy? But the secret is the six pack comes after being healthy.
Hot boy summer.
Hot boy summer. That's but once you get in that routine where it's just a lifestyle change, you can honestly really like have your drinks, you can have your sweets, you can have whatever you want. But once you make it habitual, then it's very easy. It doesn't have to be this thing where like I count all my calories, I measure everything every day, and I only have broccoli and rice and chicken. You don't have to do any of that. It's just like you said, it's the process of it and just focusing on that as opposed to the end goal. And the only end goal comes, but like
And you know that is so true what you're saying, because the times that, for example, I've always been a big guy, right? And the times that I have lost a great amount of weight is because I have gotten in a competition. I have gotten into like a competition, or within like the QPG guys want to do a competition, right?
Oh, you want to do one with that?
No. But check it out. Or at the studio.
signed up.
By the way, or at the studio, the guys wanted to do it, but it's like when you do it just for the competition, it's like once it's over, it's done. But when you do it, like you said, for a lifestyle and to be healthier, that is gonna last a long period of time.
Well, the thing is, like every day when you wake up, you want to set yourself a goal to accomplish that day.
Mhm.
You know, just like was said, it's like tomorrow's not promising. You know, why are you waiting for tomorrow? Do it today. You have the chance, the opportunity to do it today. Tomorrow could be something different. And starting off your day with something positive, like you said, and something that's motivating, a goal that's going to be accomplished that day is what you just need to start a good day. Don't wait for 2021
That's
or
very
the next
true.
year.
Definitely.
I think we get to sabotage ourselves every single day. Even if, like as something as simple as making our beds, you know, that's the first accomplishment. But I really want to hear another special guest
Yes.
of today's episode, Mr. Cedric.
Yes.
Come to the stage, please.
Oh.
Oh man. All right, make me look skinny on camera, please.
Tuck it in. I'm scared, dude. Watch, this whole thing's gonna get destroyed.
Bring that chair down,
Dude,
bro.
I look hella big in the camera.
Bring that chair down, bro.
But yeah, definitely, you're gonna need, that willpower for yourself, because a lot of people get motivated in the beginning, and then 3 days later, like, I'm not seeing any differences. I don't feel like I'm gonna be up to losing all this weight, or striving to get a house, or it could be just little things like that. But I feel like Sosa said, if you have the mentality and willpower to do it, strive to get that goal. But just like everyone else, everyone's gonna, you know what? I'm gonna push it to next year. I'm not gonna do it this year, next year, and then next year. It's just that person. If you want to do it, do it. If not, then do something else.
You know that I think that high expectations got a lot to do with a New Year's resolution, right?
Definitely.
Because it's like, let's use another example, right? Let's say I want to save this year, I don't know, $5,000, right? And you imagine yourself already with the $5,000, but you don't imagine yourself putting an extra 10, an extra 20, right? And I feel like once you start seeing the process, that's when you just like that whole willpower goes down, and then discipline should kick
Definitely.
in.
I agree with you, RD, in a sense that like setting expectations for yourselves and like not meeting them, because you start to feel down on yourself. You know what I mean? And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. You start to feel down and you're like, damn, I didn't meet my goal today. What am I going to do? And then it just goes like down, down, and down even more. And you're like, what am I going to do? Like, how am I going to do this? And I feel like setting those goals and making sure that you follow through with them is the biggest thing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think failure is the one thing that scares people. They fail one moment and it's done. It's over with. They no longer want to continue. Just like when you want to change your eating habits, right? You ate chips that day. You're so hard on yourself that you're like, you know what? I can't even do this. So you shut down completely versus keep going with it. And if you're expecting to look like a magazine model or an Instagrammer or whoever it is, then you're starting for the wrong reasons.
Definitely.
You're starting because you want to be an image and not be healthy for who you are and what you desire for yourself. Working out and having a healthy body, it isn't about the way you look. It's about how you feel. And people contradict that with what society is looking like and whatever. So then they get afraid because they feel like they're not meeting that look. But that look isn't who they are.
I think also too with New Year's resolutions, everybody makes the focus on looks and appearances. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do this. But they don't touch on anything that's gonna really help change their life. I'm not saying that like looking good won't change your life or being healthy will change your life, obviously. But at the same time, it's like, what other resolutions could we be making besides signing up for a gym for 2 weeks? Right? Are we doing anything that's different? You know, for example, Drix and I and RD's been had the dad bod, but Drix and I have the dad bod. So our resolution, if we made one, wouldn't be to go to the gym. It would be to, I don't know, college savings account or anything like that. What do you got to say about that, Drix?
Yeah,
Let me know, bro. Come on, man. Let me know. What do you think, Drix? Is it more of look-based resolutions versus other resolutions? Saving money, buying a new car, maybe buying a house, whatever it is. What do you think?
I feel like people should start off with the small things to set a base with their life. I feel like in order for you to have more control of your life, you have to start on the little small things. Like, is your house organized? Do you struggle finding stuff when you get up in the morning? You don't know where stuff is at. Like, that's already one big step of you not being able to achieve your goals because you're already failing at in your own comfort zone. That's your base. Your home is your base. You should have it organized to the point where you don't have to look for anything, because that's where you go and you rest. And that's where it all starts. If you can keep your house organized, that's a major step for you to complete other goals in your life.
That's nice.
Yeah, definitely.
That's nice.
Starting small.
Starting small.
Is kind of like you guys, you know, like when you guys were talking about the podcast, and every episode is different. It's at your house, right? And it's so cool because I'm so proud for you guys, because when you were talking about it, it was like, even if the first episode failed, right?
Yeah.
But it was like, hey, let's keep on doing it. And I love seeing your podcast on YouTube. Which,
Thank you. We appreciate that.
do you think, Jose, they have earned a description below
Oh,
or a link below?
Of course they earned it, bro. What do you mean?
came all this way.
This is why we're replacing RD.
Oh,
Damn.
This is why we're replacing RD. Bro.
I see how it is.
Yeah, man. With this new year coming, I mean, I honestly feel like we should set goals for ourselves, but also shouldn't set a date to put your goals at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like if you're going to do something that you want to do, just do it. You don't have to say, hey, this is the beginning of the year and I'm going to do it this year. If you have your mindset on it, why would you need to have it at the beginning of the year? Just start it there, whenever. You know what I mean? If you tell yourself, like, in your mentality, you start, okay, I'm going to do this. It's going to happen. But then you have that one little thought. You're just like, I think I might fail. That's when you know you're going to fail. You're not going to do it.
How about this serious question, Cedric? I'm going to give you a chance to earn your spot, okay?
My points.
Do you believe that these resolutions are more because of the influence outside of you? Like, you need to be in shape. You need to be this influencer. You need to be this model. You got to drive this car.
Mm-hmm.
Is it more of, I don't know why y'all switching, bro. We're going to have to fire the whole cast, bro. Especially when I'm speaking, bro. You got to switch to off camera.
We'll cut that off.
Bro,
We'll cut that
damn
off.
it, man.
Cut
What
that
was I
part.
saying, bro?
Alex, don't do it.
It sounded.
We'll be right back.
Do you feel like the change that people want to make with the New Year's resolutions is coming from something that they genuinely want to make? Or is it something that is outside influence? Like, for example, if you weren't on Instagram seeing, all these people in shape, would you want to go to the gym?
It's definitely, like you said, an outside influence. If you see somebody getting in shape, if you see somebody buying a house, you see somebody getting a new car, that one thing is going to be like, okay, maybe I should do these things to make myself feel good. Because if, everyone else is doing it, why don't I do it? And maybe it'll help me perceive, to be the person I want to be. But it's not always like that. It gets to that point where you want to push yourself and see where you want to be in the future. Not always like, okay, you know what?
Okay.
I want to be like this person right here, or he's got a nice ass car. He's got,
D Money, come on, bring us back. Is it outside influence, or do you believe that it's coming from within?
In some cases, probably outside influence, but also it could be a situation where it's more comfortable to start a new thing at a pre-specified date. Like, it's never comfortable to start something completely new that you're not comfortable with today or tomorrow.
Right.
Because it's too much. It's too close. You're not prepared for it. But if you say, I'm going to start January 1st, it's like you give yourself kind of this time to prepare. But then the question becomes, is that just a distraction from whatever you're saying your goal is? If your goal is fitness, if your goal is working on whatever your career is, whatever it is, like, is putting it at some sort of arbitrary date just a distraction from doing the actual thing itself? Are you just kind of accommodating your own comfort by putting it at that date to where you think you'll be comfortable at starting it? Whereas, like all of you have said, really, like, you could really start this thing today or tomorrow, whatever it is. You could do step one. It may not be the step you want, but you could do the baby step number 1 today. But is that too uncomfortable? Do you need that arbitrary date to be like, gas yourself up for it? So, if that's the case, is it just a distraction? So I think in a lot of cases, it could be some of both. It could be some people looking to the outside influences, looking to fit in with a certain thing. But then it could also be people second guessing their own goals and being like, I need an arbitrary date to mentally prepare to start this thing, when realistically they could start it today.
It's crazy.
Was that so hard, Cedric?
I don't think it's the date, to be honest. I think when people set a date, people get relieved. They're like, okay, you know what? This is the day. I'm definitely doing it on this day. What it is the action. If you're going to go out there and, set foot in the gym, that's the action. That's the one thing you need to do. Get your ass in that gym. Otherwise, if you don't, and you just think about going to the gym, it's just like, maybe next time, maybe tomorrow.
I mean, I feel like honestly, we live in a society where people wait to a certain date to do stuff. You know what I mean? Like, just even as simple as the weekend. Everybody knows that Saturday and Sunday is the weekend. Everybody waits for the weekend to come through. What'd you say?
Like Valentine's Day and all.
Yeah. Everything has a set date, and then everybody's like, "Oh, we're gonna do everything till that day."
It just snuck up on me, man. No, I didn't sneak up on you.
I'll save money.
There's
364 days before.
there's guys that wait to ask girls to be their girlfriend on Valentine's Day.
After Valentine's Day, get that right.
The
Come on.
flowers
No.
are cheaper.
You think they want to spend? You think we want to spend money on? Nah.
Thank you for killing my strategy.
Somebody's pissed
If
off.
someone asked me to be their Valentine
Damn.
or their girlfriend on Valentine's Day, I would strongly say no.
Strongly?
Dang.
Yes.
What if he gave you a G-Wagon?
I don't care. I'll say no.
I
Because
guess money isn't the most.
Hey,
who's
man.
gonna give me a G-Wagon?
RD, you have some good insights, man. Let me know. Tell us what you think, bro. Get on the mic.
Oh, okay.
Okay, listen. Listen,
bro.
for people that like to set goals, I think it could go into generate a new year, right? That's a long-term goal. And it's not because it's a new year, but it's a long-term goal. And then you have those goals that you set yourself each day. That's your goal for the day that we should all have if we want to accomplish something for tomorrow. Why do you cook sometimes when you're getting ready for work? Because you need food for the rest of the week. You need to prepare yourself. You want to do that, and you want to be able to prepare yourself for tomorrow, the week, the next week, week after that, next year. You don't just want to wait on a date. You want to do it now because, just like it was stated, tomorrow isn't promised. So don't wait on it.
Sometimes it's a little hard though, because you have to think about the stuff that we go through on the daily, right? Maybe we do set a goal and we don't achieve it, right? And like I was talking when I was on the other side, when we self-sabotage ourselves and we don't even know it. We don't even know it, right? For example, what I used to get pissed off when I would wake up and I would go downstairs and I'm like, man, my keys, my wallet, right? And in that little moment of me being upset, it created it was like it's like a glass. I'm filling it in with negativity from the moment. So what I did, I got a little basket, and every day I put my keys, my mask, of course, my wallet in that basket. And then I would get upset too, because I would go to sleep without charging my phone. But I would be lazy to just go get the cable. I got myself a charging pad. So after I put everything on the basket, I put my phone on the charging pad. And now it's a lot easier to get out in the morning. At least not put that negativity, right? So it's very important that we understand and we learn to not self-sabotage ourselves. Even if it's a little thing, like I said, not making your bed in the morning, or not having breakfast or anything, And like Kimberly was talking about, long-term goals, then we never accomplish them because we have been setting ourselves back in the short-term goals.
Definitely. And I feel like to touch on what he said, like you also want to have a daily routine, like to get yourself like going every morning, because you don't want to, like the thing with me is that
being negative becomes a daily routine, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, the thing is like with that is that like you want to put yourself in a position where like you have your daily routines where you don't, you follow through with your routines and you don't let go of that, because like to me, like I always want to be on schedule. I never want to like not be on schedule, because I feel like in my mentality, like I need to be like in a routine or else I'll fail. You know what I mean? Like my body won't work, like, my mentality won't work, and I feel like I can't accomplish anything. So I have to wake up in the morning, do my routine and like get my day going, because if I don't, like, I can't function.
It's step by step. It's not like you don't want to think like, oh, I need to do this or do that. And next thing you know, you don't do nothing because you're stressing over everything. You want to accomplish one thing at a time and set that and finish it. Then you move on to the next. You don't set 4 goals and fail none of them, like not accomplish any of them. You make 1 goal each day and you will start making 2 next week and then 3 weeks after that. And maybe you'll start accomplishing a lot more. It's like when you start dieting or whatever. You start dieting, then you start working out, and then you start self-disciplining yourself.
And that's where I think a lot of people mess up. I feel like if they're doing something during the day where it's just like not following the regimen and they just like mess up, they're just like, oh, it's over. It's done. Yeah. You know what? I'm done with this. I'm going to do something else. No, people got to get up on that horse and just keep on going. There's no stop. Just keep on going. You know what? The world doesn't stop.
One of the I say a quick, easy goal I made myself, and I've been completing it, is waking up every day at 6 a.m. and just waking up, getting my day started. I like seeing the sun come up, and I like seeing the sun go down. That's what I'm about.
You know what was crazy? When you first said that you wanted to start your day at the shop at 8 a.m, I was like, bro, that's 8 a.m. And he goes, yeah, I got it. I'm like, bro, 8 a.m. And since you made the switch, literally every day you have somebody scheduled at 8 a.m. 8
a.m. Wow. Get early bird gets to
Yeah,
learn.
definitely.
Mm-hmm. Nobody at 9.
It's a Black Friday special going
Speak
on.
for yourself. Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself.
Dang.
I think that's
Your
like
clients are booked at 8 a.m., bro.
Yeah.
I think that's also part of like what you put out into the universe, right? I was a little negative saying, bro, you sure you want to do 8 a.m? And you're like, yeah, it's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. And look, you manifested that. Come on. So since everybody's going to be watching this episode on New Year's, right? What do you say now that we discussed a little bit or a lot bit of resolutions and why people make them, why people don't make them? What would you say to the people that are viewing this that may be in a situation where they don't know what to do? They want to know that they want to make a change in their lives and they don't know exactly what to do, what to grab onto. What would you recommend to somebody that is just or is starting to make a change, but don't know in which direction to go?
Get out there and do it. Get up off your
Oh,
ass
that's
and
my
do it.
answer.
Oh shit, my bad.
Nah, go ahead.
Because you know what? Nobody else is going to do it for you. So get up and do it. If you want to change your life and have this whole aspect of your life to be, what you want it to be, get up and do it.
Bro, that advice matches your shirt.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Nike.
What do you say, Kimberly?
I think that you should do what is best for you. What you choose to change for yourself and no one else other than yourself. And no one needs to know about it other than you. Change that. Just do it. Nike.
So you're saying don't make your goals public. Just keep it
just
between
do
yourself.
it. Just keep it
What if
between
you got a wife and family, though?
yourself,
You don't want
and
to
your
tell them?
own personal success.
Working silence.
So just do it for you.
What about you?
I mean,
Aww.
no, but I'm saying like with setting goals, it really makes a difference when like I said, when your base is settled. Because you can have a goal to go out there and work out and all this and change your life and see this life that other people live, and that you kind of want to live your life like that. Mm-hmm. But when you go back home and you're all unorganized, your whole home is unorganized, like you just don't even feel comfortable no more. You feel like you just back where you started. You know what I mean? So starting with little things like that can set you to make other goals more easier, and you just to be able just to accomplish them and just get rid of them, get over them. At the end of the day, they're going to become your lifestyle. You're not gonna, these goals are just going to become natural to you because you're not even trying to make them your goal. They're already living in your life. They're cycling around your whole routine. If you work out, I know people who work out and to them working out is like, oh yeah, I need to work out. Like that's part of my schedule. It's their routine. And it's like, yo, like whenever you don't work out, you feel like you miss out on your day.
I'm going to say this. Is change easy? No. Does it come with sacrifices? Absolutely. I might not know a lot about waking up super early. I wake up about 2 hours before my shift. Or I may not know a lot about going to the gym, but I have set many goals in my life and I have accomplished them. Has it been easy? Absolutely not, especially financially, right? But once you go through it, the process becomes easier and easier every single day. And the outcome of achieving your goals, it's got an amazing feeling. I once only had $17 in my bank account to buy milk and a baby for my son. Today is different. You know, that day changed my life completely. I said never again. And it really, truly changed. Was it easy? No. I had to eat rice and beans for a long time, as you can tell.
He built off of rice. You built like rice and beans, bro.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And I had 3 jobs. And on top of that, I was doing some other things on the side. Just try to come up with stuff. It wasn't easy. I would have slept 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day.
He was a stripper.
I think at some point we forget that the life that we live in right now, no matter how it is something that we prayed for, right? Because before you were a barber, you're like, man, like my goal is to make a living off cutting hair, right? But then we get into the habit where it's like, oh man, I may not want to cut this client's hair. Or at one point, like you would have done anything to cut that guy's hair. At one point, you wish for the life or the position that you're in now, but you get so used to it and so accustomed to it that it's no longer what you want. You buy a brand new BMW or a brand new Benz or a brand new Audi, whatever car you want. You drive that for 2-3 years and the car is a piece of shit.
Yep.
But at one point, that's all you wanted. You wanted to cut hair for a living, and you get mad that this guy wants it a 1/4 inch shorter after you already cut and styled and washed his hair. Preach. At one point, you wanted that so bad.
So D money.
The money.
No, No resolution for me, but all human beings, all of us, are a product of adaptation. So whatever it is that you're trying to go after, just understand what you came from. Human beings were not supposed to be where we're at today. We weren't supposed to be. But we developed the use of fire over 1 million years ago, fighting for resources, lasting through ice ages, competing with predators far more dangerous and physically capable than we are. And all of us are still here. And we've solved a lot of the problems in some places that were plaguing us for hundreds of thousands of years. So you, even today, are a product of adaptation. So whatever your goal is, there's no doubt that you can smash it. It's just, go after it. You're a product of adaptation. You're built for it.
That's it.
Sounds like G Money needs his own show, man.
It's over.
Sounds like he needs his own show.
So many things.